let's move then. So we already studied all the other lessons. So what we now have is security technology. طيب. Now, number one. يلا شهد. امسح هذا.
أي.
يقول رادار. تمام؟ رادار. كملي لي شهد.
أستاذ أقرأ الباراجراف 1.
Yes, first paragraph.
Okay. Radar was invented during World War II to detect enemy aircraft and ships. After that, it was used for many other things, including weather prediction. Police officers started using radio speed guns to catch speeders over 50 years ago, although a new technology is being developed today. Radio speed guns are still one of the most common tools in law enforcement.
ممتاز. هسه أقول هنا أنا عندي some words, keywords أقدر identify them. Invent it, detect enemy aircraft, ships, used for many other things. تمام؟ ما أدري أشوفها زين هاي. including weather prediction شنو؟ officers. ممتاز. زين. using radar speed guns, police officers using guns catch speeders over 50 years ago. Although technology is being developed today, radar speed guns are still one of the most common tools in law enforcement. هنا محمد, what does the word invent mean?
يعني اخترعه؟
يخترع. invented اخترعه.
نعم.
طيب. الورلد وور 2 طبعا هاي 2
يعني الحرب العالمية الثانية.
طيب. detect مثل الميتال ديتكتور اللي شفناه بالبداية. detect.
نعم. الكشف.
detect enemy.
نعم.
تمام. to detect enemy مثل الميتال ديتكتور هذا اللي بالايربورت، من تروح للايربورت تدخل المول تشوف اكو واحد شايل هيك في الديفايس مو
كاشف المعادن. نعم.
فهذا detect enemy. انا هم detect بس الانمي مو للميتال،
بل كاشف طائرات العدو.
بالضبط. enemy aircraft and ships. طيب. was many other things blah 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 including prediction. يعني الوذر، تعرف انت الوذر عندنا الفوركاست اللي مختص البرنامج البروجرام اللي يجي على التي في ونشوف من عنده البريدكشنز مال الوذر. يعني tomorrow how the weather will be like. هاي اسمها prediction. يعني you predict something from the future. Okay? طيب. A question هنا. When was the radar invented? Answer. Shahad, go for
During
it.
the Second World War.
During, or تقولي لي it.
Did you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I heard you. هسه تقولي هذا question word, I cancel it, I drop it.
It was invented.
فتقولي لي it.
It was invented.
ممتاز. فالرادار اقدر اقول عنه it لانه non living. فit هنا اكو verb لا ماكو، اكو هذا الاوكسيلري verb. فit was رجعت المكانه وجبت الرادار البدايه كسنتنس لان صيغه الكويشن تختلف. بمجرد صفطته سويته 1 2 it was invented participle during هذه الإجابة during the World War II. خش. طيب. Question: when did police start using it? The radar, speed gun. محمد أريد إجابة typical.
أستاذ بس خلاص أشوف السؤال. أستاذ نقول they start using it to catch speeders.
When? And أقول لك أنا that question word is for time. To ask about time, I ask with when.
أستاذ start it over 50 years ago.
طيب typical answer. لا يكون. ولازم نستخدم من الquestion بعض الwords. لازم من الquestion ناخذ بعض الwords حتى نستخدمهم بالانسر. فراح اقول
يعني
when.
نقول that started.
ممتاز. البوليس راح تقول لي او they.
نعم.
مو عوضنا عن البوليس ب they. تقول لي هاي when is a question word. Did is an auxiliary verb. مستخدمات دي ask a question. بس did is in the past. فالتنس مالتها لمن تروح للمين فيرب. مو ناخذ من عندها التنس مالتها الزمن مالتها ننطيه لمن للمين فيرب. فthey started. انت مثلا نفسك تقول I started منين اجتي؟ اقول لك مديت هي بالباست فلازم انت تلغيها تاخذ التنس مالتها تعطيها لمن للفيرب المين مال السنتنس. started using it. بدل ما اقول الرادار سبيد جن اقول it انطيه.
نعم.
over 50 years ago. يباكم اكو ناس تختصر مرات. اني مرات هيش اكتبها years. طبعا هذا فد abbreviation بس بالامتحان ما تكتبون abbreviations. لازم تكتبون كلمات complete unless they ask you to do so. موضوعي مفهوم؟
نعم.
طيب هاي المين questions. اكو question انا هسه فكرت بيه. تمام؟ اقول مثلا okay, radar speed still one of the blah blah blah. أقول لك why do police use the radar? Very easy question.
لماذا يستخدم الرادار موسى؟
Yes, why do police use the radar?
نقول radar was used for يعني أول شيء detecting enemy.
Police. هذوك الميلتري use it for identifying the enemies or to detect the enemies. But why do police use the radar?
نعم. دقيقة. Do police use?
Help.
Police use the radar to catch speeders.
ممتاز. Very good. To identify speeders.
No.
Identify and catch speeders.
Yes.
So they مو راح نقول نحذف أدوات السؤال الواي والdo. نقول they use نستخدم ليش نستخدم لي هنا الاكسلري فيرب بالبريزنت، فنستخدم present form مالت الverb. So they use it to catch speeders. تمام؟ طيب second هاي بالنسبة للباراجراف الأول. Second paragraph. Hamad, go for it.
There are different لا العفو الثاني.
Yes, second one.
نعم. A radar speed gun works by sending radio waves towards a car. When the waves hit the car, they bounce back towards the radar guns. If the car isn't moves, the radio waves are the same as when they were sent. If the car is moves, however, the space between the radio waves can't. The radar guns use the information. هاي كلمة مو واضحة.
Information aid to calculate.
To calculate the speed of the car. Radar guns work when the car is moves towards or away from them, so you can't about attack by speeding away.
Avoid a ticket by speeding away. Very good. طبعا راح نقول speed gun works sending radio waves. هذا الميكانيزم مالت الرادار. It sends radio waves towards the car. When the car waves hit, when the waves hit the car, they bounce back. يعني they turn back or return back. Push towards the radar gun. If the car isn't moving, the radio waves are the same as when they were sent. Come on. If the car is moving, however, the space between the radio waves change. The radar gun uses this information to calculate the speed of the car. Radar guns work when the car is moving towards or away from them. هسه ايش راح نقول هنا؟ أنا عندي question. Calculate مفهومة محمد؟ Calculate.
نعم.
الميكانيزم مالت هنا يجيني سؤال يقول لي how does the radar work?
Radar speed gun works by sending radio waves towards a car and they bounce back to it.
Hello. Shahad, do you agree?
About what?
A question I just wrote on the board.
أيوة ما سمعت.
مكتوب شهد هذا موجود قدامك. فهنا راح نقول it work. شو احتاج بعد هاي الورك؟ اباوع على الاوكسيلري فيرب اشوف شنو ايش بيه زايد. مو الاس. ف it works by شلون؟ sending. مو انا دي اقول لنا انا by sending radio waves. تمام؟ towards. Okay. Sorry. Towards the car. شو وقت؟
when the car is speeding.
When the car is moving. تمام؟ Towards the car.
Yes.
And the waves مو and they نقدر نقول
bounce back towards the radar gun.
and they bounce back. Okay.
Okay.
To الgun, to it. The radar. فاش كلام؟ It works by
Yes.
sending radio waves towards the car and they bounce back to it. Or bounce back towards it. خش. There's a sign دي. هذا question من الثاني. طيب. Why can't, very important question, why can't a driver avoid a ticket? Avoid ticket. طبعا if they were speeding. Who helps here?
Like because the police don't have to stop the car, right?
طبعا because نانا قايل لي هنا يقول toward or away from, so you can't avoid a ticket by speeding away. هنا معناها radar guns work when the car is moving towards or away. Because راح تقولين drivers can't avoid a ticket because تمام because guns work when the car is moving towards or away from it. شفنا شلون؟ because guns work when the car is moving towards or away from it. أو away from them, sorry, لأن احنا بدنا نشير للguns مو للgun الواحد. خش؟ clear؟ زين يلا شهد. Number 3 أو third paragraph.
Okay. There are different types of radar guns. Can you move the highlight?
Yes. يلا كملي.
There are different types of radar guns. Some are handheld and are shaped a bit like guns. They can be used by police officers who are waiting for speeders by the side of the road. Police officers can also use them from moving vehicles. In that case, the radar gun takes into account the speed of the police vehicle. Some radar guns can take a picture of a car's license plate as well as measure its speed. With this type of radar gun, police don't have to stop the speeding car. They use the information on the license plate to identify the owner of the car. They then send him or her a speeding ticket.
Very well, nice. طيب, there are different types of radar guns. طيب أقول لك, what are the different types of radar guns?
Some are handheld and are shaped a bit like the guns.
بعد
some radar guns يعني the second type can take a picture of car's license plate as well as measures its speed.
ممتاز, very good. So يقول اكو handheld shaped like a gun used by police. وبعد ايش عندي ال ones that can take pictures اللي هذني يكونن fixed on the roadside. شايفتهم ذني الكاميرات يكونن مثبتات؟
Yes.
فذني شو يسوون؟ They take pictures to the license plate. Okay? Gun count the speed, blah blah blah, picture, license plate, as well as measure its speed. This type radar police don't have to stop the speeding car. They use the information on the license plate to identify the owner of the car, then send him or her a speeding ticket. هذا بالنسبة لي question ممكن يجينا. What are the types of radar kind? طيب. Next هنا. Continue reading, please. Next paragraph.
Some drivers try to avoid radar guns so that they won't get tickets. They use radar detectors that detect if a radar gun is being used nearby. These machines make a beeping sound when they detect a radar gun, and the driver slows down. However, some police officers don't turn on their radar guns until they see a car that they think is speeding. If that happens, the radar gun measures the driver's speed before the driver even knows the radar gun is there. Another problem is that in some places radar detectors are illegal and you can get a fine for having one.
Very good. طيب, some drivers try to avoid radar guns, won't get tickets. They use radar detectors that detect if a radar gun is being used nearby. فهنا طيب, what way do people try, and what ways or what machines do people use to avoid the radar?
They use radar detectors.
ممتاز. They use radar detectors that detect if a radar gun is being used nearby. تمام؟
Yes.
هذا الانسر. طيب. Why do some drivers get a fine for using radar detectors? الفاين هي مثل التيكت, نفس المينينج.
هي غرامة.
Yes. So why do some drivers get fines for using a detector, radar detector?
Because in some places radar detectors are illegal.
Good. Because in some places radar detectors are illegal and you can get a fine for having one. يعني بعض البلدان وبعض المناطق وبعض المدن تشرج او تغرم الناس يستخدموا الرادار ديتكتورز. تمام؟ طيب. اوكي. زين. طيب. هنا نقول الرادار detectors make beeping sound when
they detect a radar gun.
When they detect a radar gun. ممتاز. طيب. Last one هنا. يلا continue reading.
Okay. Some people بس
ارفع.
دقيقة الكتاب لين شو اسمه ما مبين شوية.
هسه.
اوكي مبين. Some people claim radar guns can make mistakes and that drivers get tickets when they shouldn't. However, there aren't many mistakes if the radar guns are used correctly and police officers are trained to use them properly. There are also rules about radar gun maintenance. If the radar guns are checked and fixed regularly, they are an essential tool in helping keep our roads safe.
Very well. Very well. Some people claim radar guns can make mistakes and that drivers get. راح أقول لك أنا question. Some drivers, okay? Some drivers claim. تمام؟ يعني say, some drivers say or claim that radar's gun or radar guns, continue now.
Can make mistake.
ممتاز. Can make mistake or mistakes. طيب. Okay. So who can use the radar guns?
It can use by people like police officers.
Police officers. يعني all police officers لو أكو conditions.
No, the police officers just يعني them like يعني the police officers who can use them properly.
So they are used by trained. صح؟
Yeah.
By trained officers. Okay. Good. How do police make sure that radar guns work properly? هذا question هسه. How do police officers make sure, or how do the police make sure that radar guns work properly?
They must the radar speed guns must be checked and fixed regularly.
Regularly.
Yeah.
طيب وبعد؟
Regularly.
طبعا تقولي لي البوليس راح نرمزلهم they مو؟ They make sure they make sure that
radar guns are checked and fixed.
Guns work properly by شنو؟ By
checking and
training أول شيء مو training their people, training officers on using them properly and by checking and maintain them regularly. regularly. تمام يعني؟
تمام.
By train their people, by train the officers, and by maintain them checked and maintained regularly. Good? So that was
Okay.
it.